Hey guys, my name is Keaton with Denver Deck Builders, and today we're here at one of our projects in Greenwood Village, checking out DEK Drain's topside water diversion system. Today we have all these boxes set up to kind of visualize how it'll actually arrive from the factory. This actually comes on a UPS truck, so you don't have to worry about a big flatbed pulling up, unloading a bunch of stuff and leaving. This will be delivered directly to your door, just like it is right now, obviously without the tops opened up. In these boxes, you will have a few different items. You'll have the bibs. You will also have the troughs, which are installed on top of each of the joists. You have the joist top cap, which is going to be a 4-inch piece that goes on top of those troughs, which gives you 3 layers of rubber membrane protecting the deck frame underneath. In these boxes, you also have the ledger flashing and beam flashing that goes on top of that beam at the end of the deck. You will also have some caulking. Usually it's in black, just in case there are any pinhole leaks or other areas where we have to add that. The other thing you will need for this project is a stapler, just a simple crown stapler. 3/8 is usually what we use. You cannot use too many staples on this product. It is really nice for that because it makes it a very easy install. You will also need a good pair of scissors. We like to use construction scissors because they're a little bit more robust, but you can use standard household scissors as well. This product is made up of rubber. It's an EPDM rubber system. So that being said, it will hold up to any weather system you have. Especially here in Colorado, we have a lot of fluctuations when it comes to weather. I'm gonna get into pulling some of these systems out and we'll show you what parts of this system we have. So this first box right here, we have the joist cap. So again, this is a 4-inch rubber piece. This goes on top of your joists after our troughs are installed. We simply just roll this out, staple it down on top of that. This ensures that when deck fasteners penetrate the 3 layers of membrane, the flexible, self-healing rubber separates slightly and retracts around the screw, creating a waterproof seal. We also have the bibs. These get installed at the end of each of the troughs in the bays. This helps to divert the water that comes out of those troughs into the gutter system that is underneath the deck. Additionally, you will have big roll like this of the troughs. These will be rolled just like this in a pack of 4 or 5. We usually roll them out, and I'll show you guys how we prep these to go up here in a second. You will also have very similarly rolled. This is going to be your ledger and beam flashing. This goes at the ledger again, over top all of your troughs and your joist cap. This also goes at the end of the deck over the beam and down the outside edge of the beam. And now I'm gonna show you how to actually prep those panels when we go up there. So it's way easier to install when we go up there. So like we saw earlier, your troughs will come flat packed, rolled up in about a pack of 4 or 5. What we do then is we cut that tape, we lay it out like this, stacked 4 or 5 deep. And then we're gonna grab it by the end that goes towards the end of the deck, so the discharge end. What we typically do is we'll actually roll these up so that when we get up there, we can start at the ledger and work our way towards the end of the deck. And we simply just roll it up. Once we get them all rolled up like that, we just throw them in a box, bring them up top, and then we start installing them. All right, now that we have all the unboxing done and we've shown you each part of this system, we're gonna go ahead and talk through our installation process. The first thing we're gonna start with is our bibs. We're gonna install those at the end of each bay where the troughs are gonna be ending. That's gonna kind of act like a backboard for your water. Once it comes off the end of the trough, it'll hit that bib and then be diverted into the gutter system. All you're gonna do is you're gonna get this up into the bay here. You're gonna kind of fold it so it runs along the side of the joist just a little bit. Kind of get your height set here. You want it to be about 1 inch or 2 above the bottom of the gutter. That is for all debris and water. You don't want to block any water flow through the gutter, and you don't want to block any debris that might get in there from trees that are around the deck or anything like that. You want that to be able to flow out. So you want it about 1 inch or 2 above the bottom of the gutter so that you have that water flow. So we'll kind of measure, kind of get a look inside there, make sure that we're good. I'm gonna use the back of my scissors to mark exactly where I need to cut. So if you see on there, you have a mark right where you need to cut, and we're just gonna simply mark or cut it. And this is why you need a good pair of scissors. This stuff will dull your scissors out over time. So having a good pair of trauma shears or scissors or construction scissors like we have here is always a good bet. We're gonna go ahead and do the same thing we just did, putting it into the bay, line it up with the top, run along just a little bit on the sides so it kind of curls back along the sides like that, and then we're gonna staple it in place. The next part we're gonna install is those troughs. We're gonna install one on each bay. We wanna make sure that as we're installing that, we tuck the trough up behind any flashing or paper or waterproofing material on the house as much as we can. Typically that's around 1 to 1.5 inches. As we do that, we will also then set our width of our trough, ensuring that the edges of the troughs go to the outside edges of your joists, okay? DEK Drain does send 3 different sizes that are their standard sizes for joist layout. One is gonna be a 12-inch layout, one is gonna be a 16-inch layout, and a 24-inch layout. So depending on your use case, you'll have to order those different sizes at the time that you order. Once we have those up there, we're gonna go ahead and roll them out and staple them about every 16 to 24 inches is typically what I do, but you can never over staple this product. As we're installing those troughs, we wanna make sure that we're overlapping on the joists. So one joist goes on here, you staple that one, and then the next one goes on like that. So we're overlaying all of the rubber material. And again, with the joist cap, this gives you 3 layers of rubber material on top of your framing. All right, as we get towards the end of this bay, we have to go ahead and cut down these panels because they are 8-foot panels and we're installing them in about a 7-foot bay. Per the instructions, we have to cut them back about 1 inch or 2 of the end bib so that we have proper discharge area so that the water will come off the end, hit that bib, and then go down into the gutter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay it out over that beam there. I'm gonna take the back of my scissors just like earlier, and I'm actually gonna draw kind of a little bit of a U shape. Once we get that shape, we're gonna go ahead and cut. And this can just be thrown away. You have a few options for making sure that you don't have any curling of the water underneath. Curling is when the water goes down the edge and comes back along the bottom side. So we want to break that surface tension of the water. There's 2 options that are that's notated in the instructions. One, you can run a bead of caulking along the underside of this bib, and that'll actually break that water tension. Typically, we do not like to do that. What we do is we actually cut a tongue. So per the instructions, you cut a tongue of about 2 inches in the center, 2 slots, one here, and that creates a tongue right here. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. What that essentially does is it creates a section where the water can run off here and hit here and come down. After we install all those troughs, we're gonna go back and we're gonna install our 4-inch joist cap on top of those troughs. And again, this rubber material is very resilient and forgiving in nature. So you want to center those as much as possible, staple those. Again, you can never have too many staples. And what that does is it basically just covers up and adds an extra layer of protection of those joints so that if any water gets near that, it will not go underneath that overlapping trough. We'll install those on all the joists, and then we'll go back and we'll install our beam flashing. Our beam flashing is gonna be installed over top of the beam, and we're also gonna install a beam flashing on the outside of the beam. We're gonna install the outside one first, staple it along the outside edge, underneath where your fascia will be, and then when we install the top one, we're gonna go ahead and overlap that a little bit down the side of the beam, and then on top of the joist as well. After that, we're gonna go to our ledger side and we're gonna install our ledger flashing. This is gonna be tucked on top of the troughs. We want it to go up the wall, again, that 1 to 1.5 inches, or as much as you're able to do, and then staple that to the wall if you're able to, or to the joists so that it stays in place. After that, we do a water test, ensuring that there's no leaks. I typically like to have somebody on the ground and somebody up top spraying, and then the person on the ground looking for any leaks coming down and ensuring that that the water is flowing and not curling. If anything like that happens, you do have options to fix it. Again, if a leak occurs, you can use caulking or a spray rubberized adhesive to fix that. The other thing we're looking for on the ground is that it's flowing correctly into the gutter system and not missing the gutters or doing anything like that, and that the gutters do not have any obstructions in them that would cause any buildup of water. And you're done. You have a brand new waterproofed living space outside. Now that we're done installing the DEK Drain topside water diversion system, I just wanted to share why we at Denver Deck Builders absolutely love using this system. After talking to a few crew leads within the company that are out on site every day installing this system, we absolutely love the adaptability that this system has, especially because it is a rubberized system that allows you to adjust things on the fly if you need it. It also allows us to use it in a variety of different use cases, like this system where we're using it with stucco. The other thing we like is that it's not a plastic material. The weatherproofing on this and the weather resistance on this is so much higher than every other product on the market, we believe. Especially because here in Colorado, we experience so many different types of weather as well as temperature fluctuations. This system exceeds every other system because it's able to withstand that, especially when we were able to go from sub-zero temperatures sometimes all the way up into 70s, sometimes in a very, very, very short time span. This rubber material is inert, unlike plastic. The rubber does not change dimension with changes in temperature. The UV resistance is also second to none with this system. One of the great things about DEK Drain is they have an industry-leading, non-prorated, fully transferable lifetime warranty. This gives us as deck builders great peace of mind, as well as our customers, knowing that this will last for their lifetimes. Again, we love this system. It is super simple. It's easy to use. It's easy to install, and it just works. And that's all it's about at the end of the day, as long as the system works. Thanks again for joining us, and we can't wait to bring your outside living space to the next level.